Welcome everyone to the Transparent Text Image tutorial, where you guessed it, we will be teaching you how to make any text transparent over a picture. Now the first thing you would have to do is to select a picture that you would want to use for this tutorial and add it to your desktop. For this project, we decided to use the Berlin Tower. This picture, as you are going to see, is going to be the final image. Now what we're going to do next is to open up the program Adobe Photoshop, as you can see by this symbol right here. Then, after it loads, you are going to click the File button at the top of your screen, then click the Open tab. Once you have done so, find the image that you have selected on your desktop and click on it, then click Open. As you can see, the image becomes more larger because it is just an image in Photoshop now. The next step for you to do is to click the New Layer button.
Our next step is to fill in the image with the transparency. For that, go to the top of your screen and press Edit. Then go to the Fill. A little dialog box will appear, and here you can select your color for the transparency. We will select white now. After that, select your opacity. I will set it to 70%, but you can set it to 100% or whatever you would like it to have. Press OK now, and your picture will be that transparent.
For the next step, we will be writing text. To do that, you will click the capital T, as you see there, and write the name of the image that you have selected. One thing I would advise is that you make sure the text is in the right font, style, and size that you would find most appropriate. As you can see by this example, you can edit the size of your text after selecting it, making it more larger or smaller if you decide to. But for now, we're going to keep it at this size. After editing the size of your text, you can also change the color by selecting that black box. That would end up changing your color. For now, we will keep it at black and then selecting OK.
Another way to change the size of your written text is over free transform. First of all, select your written text. Then click Edit on the top of the screen. The dialog box will appear and you will select Free Transform. A little box will appear around your text where you can change your size or drag it around, whatever you want it. For example, bigger like that, or keep it like I had it, around like that maybe.
What we're going to be doing this step is to group both the layers. As you can see over to your right, you should have a text layer and another layer labeled layer 1. You can select these two by holding down the shift button and clicking on both of them. Next, you would end up clicking the layer menu and then scrolling down and click group layers. Once you have done so, you would realize that both of the layers have combined into one and is labeled Group 1.
The next thing I want you to do is open up the group to show up the two layers. Select the text layer. Be sure that the text option is selected. After that, there's a little tiny icon, and I want you to click it on the right side of the screen. A little box will appear. You have to select the blending options. Little dialog box will appear.
In this step, we're going to make the text become transparent. In the dialog box that has now been opened, you will be selecting the knockout option and then click shallow. Then go to where it says fill opacity and drag it down to 0. While doing that, you will see that the text becomes more transparent as the numbers decrease. To show you the example, this is what it should look like. After doing so, you're going to end up clicking the OK button. In this step, I'll be showing you how to change the opacity of the transparent background. By clicking the opacity button, which is above Group 1, you will see that this little button that is being dragged can change the opacity from all the way transparent to where it is visible again. This is the end of our video. I hope that you found our tutorial very helpful and that you had a very fun time doing it. Have a nice day, you guys.